Hello, everyone. Welcome to United in Recovery. My name is Gary. We have been talking about freedom the last couple of weeks. After the first session, Will and I were talking after the meeting, and he mentioned a song that he had thought about using, and it's been playing in my head ever since. You know, one of those songs you start humming and it stays in your head for about a week. And the lyrics are, freedom's just another word for nothing else to lose. Nothing ain't worth nothing, but it's free. Some of you old hippies may recognize those words as from a Chris Christopherson song, Me and Bobby McGee. Janis Joplin's version is the one most people remember. Janis lost her battle for freedom years ago. If you ever see any old videos of her performing, you see the pain oozing out. We've been talking about freedom the last couple of weeks. Will and Matt have presented powerful messages that have brought a lot of discussions in our groups. These are still on YouTube, and I would recommend you watch them again. Will talked about knowing a new freedom from the 9th step promises. He also talked about the yoke of freedom to do whatever we want versus what we most want to do. And Matt talked about freedom from fear. From the 12 and 12, page 122, we found that freedom from fear was more important than freedom from want. I never imagined we could talk so much about freedom. It's so much more than a one-day celebration of fireworks, parades, and even corn dogs. And those lyrics, they keep repeating over in my head. Nothing else to lose. Are we talking about being at the end of our rope or our bottom? Years ago, I heard the words from a minister say, when you get down to nothing and all you got is Jesus, then you know Jesus is all you need. And it is free. How do we get that freedom? Paul writes in his letters to the Corinthians, 2 Corinthians 3:17, for the Lord is the Spirit, and where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. I want that. Let's look at the steps as a way to freedom. The first 3 steps are about submission. Peace with God. Step 1, admitted I was powerless. Step 2, came to believe. Step 3, made a decision. Steps 4 through 7 are peace with ourselves. Step 4, self-examination. Step 5, confession. Step 6, repentance. Step 7, transformation. Steps 8 through 9 are peace with others. Step 8, preparing to make amends. Step 9, making those amends. And step 10 is growing toward freedom. And steps 11 and 12 are about keeping the freedom. If you start working, living, breathing these steps, it will be the start of feeling free. Freedom like the knot in the back of your neck doesn't feel so big and tight. We talk about different kinds of addictions: alcohol, drugs, codependency, food, shopping, pornography, anything that changes the way we feel. I think the addiction that prevents us from experiencing more freedom is the one that we are addicted to our own way of thinking. Don't confuse me with the facts. My mind is made up. As you go to groups tonight, I hope there's something that I've said that will bring about some discussion in those groups. And I will close with a sentence from the Big Book, page 552. The only real freedom a human being can ever know is doing what you ought to do because you want to do it. I want to say these words again. The only real freedom a human being can ever know is doing what you ought to do because you want to do it. I would ask you, Do you feel free tonight? If so, why? And if you don't feel free, why not? Thank you.